Hey guys, this is Angel coming at you here for your Week 12 college football early lines. Yes, we're on Week 12 already. Unbelievable. We got Week 12 top 25 early lines here. We have one game that's not doesn't have no no line on it, and probably until like 3 hours before the game. That's the Mercer versus the Alabama game. We'll get into that in a little bit, not into detail. Remember, these games um, are just early lines. We're just thinking about what I'm thinking about, and what I'm looking at in this games here. So we'll do all the top 25 games, not the mid-major games, because there's a lot of mid-major games throughout the week and the day. But there's something to look forward to in the college footballs here. So remember, we got 3 more weeks left with college football uh, um, regular season. So then we're going right into the playoffs in December 20th, and then we got championship games. We'll wait before then, and it's gonna be really really crazy, I think. So anyway, here we go. Let's go right to it. We're gonna go with the 11 o'clock slate here. We got 4 games here. We got Ohio State versus Northwestern here. Ohio State minus 29.5. The total is at 44.5. I think Ohio State has their way against Northwestern here, but they always play them a little bit tougher. I just don't know. If I got to pick a side, I'm not going to rush the window to go to this game or bet this game or anything like that. I'm probably going to be maybe watching it a little bit and see how. But the total is a little low too. I would probably go over the total because Ohio State could probably do it themselves. But I still think the backdoor cover could be with Northwestern. They can maybe muster up a touchdown or cause a fumble here and there, and maybe you do a pick six or something. That's a one pick six away from covering the spread. So I think I'm going to stay away from this one, but of early lean, slight lean on the over 44.5. Slight, very slight. Very good matchup. The next matchup is here. I got the Clemson Tigers versus uh, Pittsburgh. Clemson Tigers minus 10. The total is at 54. Clemson's not looking like the old Clemson as of old. I think Pittsburgh is a live dog in this one. And, they're 18th ranked. I think they have a really good shot here. They're playing at home. I think they have a really good shot um, at keeping this game close. Maybe you can get an outright victory. So I have a slight lean on Pittsburgh here at plus 10. I just think Clemson looked good at the beginning and just falling off a little bit. And they're 23rd in the nation. They're like third ranked in the ACC. They're not the Clemson Tigers from old. So give me. I would have a slight lean on Pittsburgh. Uh, Minus a plus 10. I think, and then the total I'm staying away from. So, third game here, we got Texas versus Arkansas. Texas is minus 13.5. The total is at 57.5. A pretty good lean on Texas. I think they're clicking on all cylinders here. They're playing really good football here, and they're going to beat up on this Arkansas squad. They got demolished a couple weeks in a row. I think this Texas team is going to be for real. I think they're going to maybe try to probably be the top 4 in the for the national title. get that bye week in there. But I think it'll be really, really close here. So give me the Texas Longhorns. I'm going to have a slight lean with minus 13.5. Utah versus Colorado, 23. Colorado is minus 10. The total is at 47.5. This is a crazy game. Going to be early in the morning. 11 o'clock start. Man, no, unbelievable. That's I think it's pretty good. I think Colorado's for real here. I think they go. I think they cover the spread here, even with the tough defense versus Utah. I might go to the over of 47.5, but I'm not rushing to the window for that one. But I'm slight lean on Colorado minus 10. Mercer and Alabama, no line out there for you, but I'm going to um, give you probably Alabama roll in here. Uh, I think it's going to probably be by 35 points or more. I think they have a really good offense. I think this is just a bad small school versus big school. Classic blowout. Mercer just wants the money. That's what's going on. So 2:30 games. We got LSU versus Florida. LSU minus 4. The total is at 55. I gotta go with the edge with the LSU here. LSU has been playing really good football here, and they just couldn't get the job done last time around. They're 15th ranked. I gotta go with. I gotta go with the LSU Tigers on the road. Very comfortable. A minus 4. I think they get the job done there. Another game got 10th ranked Notre Dame versus Virginia. Notre Dame minus 22.5. The total is at 50.5. I like Notre Dame. Slight lean on Notre Dame minus 22.5. I think they're starting to roll. They need to roll. They got another game coming up versus Army. It should be a really good matchup here. I think so. And they play both academy school. Are they looking ahead? I don't think so. I think they're just going to play out the rest of the schedule and see how it goes. They need to go 3-0 the next 3 games. So uh, I think they roll through this one here. So a slight lean on Notre Dame. Boston College versus SMU. SMU minus 16.5. The total is at 54. You know what? Boston College. I think they, if it's in within 2 touchdowns or outside of 2 touchdowns for MSU, I think Boston College could keep up with this SMU offense here. I think they got enough defense to keep it within 16.5 points. I think a slight lean on Boston College. They've been a feisty group all year round. I think they take care of business here and try to keep it close as possible and try to keep it within, uh, you know, 2 touchdowns or, 17 points. So I think we can say I think I'm gonna have a slight lean on Boston College. Nothing on that total. I know we're running right through these things. It's just the early lines, what I'm predicting, what I'm thinking about. That's what I do throughout the season, is because it's still Tuesday. We got until Saturday to figure out which ones we really like, and the lines can change. So we'll see how the lines will change. All right, 22 ranked Louisville versus Stanford. Stanford's not a really good team here. Louisville minus 20. The total is at 58 here. They should be minus 20. I think they can. Uh, they hung up some points against Miami, and a couple weeks ago. I think they do it again. I think they do it against Stanford. I think they have no problems here. I'm gonna do a slight lean with Louisville. Slight lean on the under 58 because I think they can. I think they roll, and I think they do the majority of the scoring here. Penn State versus Purdue. Penn State minus 29.5. The total is at 51. Penn State. I think they roll here. This is this is a team that is a little bit pissed off. They faced Ohio State, they now they're going against the worst team in the Big Ten. I'm gonna take Penn State here at a slight lean, minus 29.5. That's a bundle of points, but I still think so that he can do it. 3:15 here. We got the 24th ranked in Missouri versus South Carolina. Remember, these rankings can change. They have the voting system going out tonight, so tomorrow you might see something different on the top 25. But as of right now, South Carolina is minus 12.5. The total is at 44.5. Brady Cook is the main reason why Missouri's not favored in this game. They should be at like a pick 'em or maybe minus plus 3 being on the road. I think I think I think I'm still going to take Missouri here and take him plus the points. I think they showed a lot of grit versus um, they showed a lot of grit versus uh, Oklahoma. The defense showed up, so I think they can keep up here. But this is still early. A slight lean on Missouri. 6 o'clock games. We got Arizona State versus Kansas State. Kansas State minus 8.5. The total is at 50. I got two picks on this one, which I think they'll coordinate together. I think Kansas State. I'm gonna lay them 8.5, and I think the over here because I think the both offenses can score on each other. I think it's a higher scoring game, and a slight lean on both. 8 minus 8.5 and the over there. Boise State versus San Jose State. Boise State minus 13.5. The total is at 61.5. That's a big number there. I think I really think that I think the Boise State can take care of business. They've been pretty much good on the road and at home. I think it's going to be a really good matchup here. But I'm going to lean on Boise State minus 13.5. I think under 61.5, a little bit too much points. 6:30 games. Here we go. We got Georgia versus Tennessee. Georgia minus 9.5. The total is at 45.5. Georgia not playing up to par here. I don't know why there's so many points up on Tennessee here. So I would take Tennessee here. I put plus the points. Slight lean on the points there. I think Tennessee is not the better team, but they're just playing a little bit better football. Georgia just got uh, smacked around by Old Miss. I think that's going to factor into this game here today, or on Saturday. So I'm gonna take the Tennessee plus the points here at a slight lean. Number one Oregon versus Wisconsin. Oregon minus 14. The total's at 52. I think they still keep the AP poll and number one. I think they don't move from number one. I think they're gonna roll through Wisconsin here. I think they have a good enough offense to do that. They still yet to find a quarterback that can Wisconsin, and I think they're going to have a little bit of a hard time here. So give me Oregon. A slight lean to Oregon minus 14. New Mexico State versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M minus 39.5. The total is at 54. I like Texas A&M to roll. I like New Mexico. I like the over here. Another coordinator. I maybe not parlay it, but just, this is not a game that I'm really looking forward to. But I'm going to go both slight lean with Texas A&M minus 39.5, and the slight lean on 50 plus over 54. Three more games, guys. We're gonna get right through it. I know we're 15 minutes into this. I don't do the usual, and then tomorrow we got the NFL, same thing. Cincinnati versus Iowa State. Iowa State minus 8.5. The total is at 53.5. You know what? Iowa State, they got the loss. And I think this is a bounce back spot for them. Cincinnati is a pretty good good team, but I think they get smacked around a little bit. Give me Iowa State minus 8.5. I think a slight lean on that. 8:30 game here. We got Washington State versus New Mexico. Washington State minus 13. The totals of 72. I'll take Washington State minus 13. I think they can take care of business. I think they will. They'll come into New Mexico. New Mexico going to get their footing. Last time I took New Mexico, and I think it's going to be a little bit harder with the air raid offense of Washington State. I think they can cover the spread pretty easily. 9:15, we have BYU versus Kansas. BYU minus 3. The total is 55.5. I think this is going to be a higher shootout here, but I think BYU comes out in front. I think they win by 7 to 10 points here. That's what I've been looking at when I first looked at this. I think BYU is on top of the conference for a reason, and I think they take care of business. I'm going to slight lean on BYU and slight lean on the over. So these are the top 25 as of right now. Tomorrow might change a little bit, moving around. Personally, I do like Oregon and Ohio State to meet in the championship game. That's what I'm thinking. I think Indiana is going to have a little problem against Ohio State, and I think the winner of that game will be facing Oregon in the championship, Big Ten championship game. So I think that's something to look forward to there. But I think Ohio State does not look forward, But other than that, I think college football is ready to go, and I think Big 12. We got a lot of things to settle out there. You see them on the top 25, and a lot of these conferences, and now you got a 12-team playoff. It's a different ball game here. So every ball game counts. So, but this is it for the Week 12 early lines. These are my early predictions and give you leans on them. And let's have a great week. We'll see you tomorrow, next week for Week 13. Can't believe it. Bye-bye, guys.